This is the single arm armor building complex. Can be done with a dumbbell, kettlebell, or another object. So one complex moves like this. 2 reps of knee to shoulder, 1 rep of a press, 2 reps of a squat. That counts as 1 round. I can then move to the other side. Knee to shoulder twice, 1, 2, 1 rep of the press, 2 reps of the squat. I've now completed 2 rounds. We're not getting into a tremendous amount of detail with the technique. That will come in time as you practice. As with anything, if you've never done it before, err on the side of a lighter weight. If you're competent with all 3 movements, choose something a little bit heavier. The first movement is perhaps the most tricky, where you're moving from knee to shoulder. That's also referred to as a clean. Particularly with a kettlebell, there's a little bit more technique, but all I want to emphasize for now is just that you are using the power of your hips. I'm not trying to just muscle it up with my arm. I'm using some knee bend and some hip hinge and using that momentum to power the object up. Same thing applies. If it's a dumbbell, use those hips. Your butt and your legs are a lot stronger than just your arms. The press is pretty self-explanatory. Try to get as vertical as you can at the top. If you lack shoulder mobility, just do the best you can. And then for the squat, I can keep a symmetrical squat and try to stay neutral and balanced. However, you are also welcome to stagger your stance a little bit if that feels better and more balanced to you. So I could have the same side that's holding the weight a little bit forward. I could try the inverse. Either way, I want you to use the squat variation that allows you to go as deep as possible. So once again in review, it's 2 reps from knee to shoulder, 1 rep shoulder to overhead, and then 2 reps of the squat, all performed on 1 arm, and then you can switch to the other arm. That's the single arm armor building complex. Credit to Dan John. This is a bit of a different version, not coached as technique intensive as he would have it done, and again, making it more adaptable for using any object you prefer. Good luck.